Let's see if this thing wants to start today. No, it doesn't. Let's try it again with this hill. Let's go. Oh my fucking god. So, let's try again right here. Oh, we did it! Don't turn off now. Don't turn off now. Don't turn off now. Oh, thank fuck. It's done. So, welcome back to the 3 miles MC. We're today back in Reykjavik and we are going to make our way, we're starting our way today to the Westfjords. Why are we going to the Westfjords? Because right now the weather here looks good, but it's extremely windy most of the time and it's supposed to get really bad the next 2 days again, and I've just waited out a lot of wind and it's supposed to be a little bit better in the west of the country. So we are going to make our way there. Right now we're still protected by all the buildings and for once the sun shines. I sadly just had some sad goodbyes here in Reykjavik. I need to say goodbye to some people, which made me sad. But that is the thing about traveling. You often have stuff like that. I was cooking for myself the last 2 days, and today with organizing everything, with getting going, I kind of skipped food till now and didn't find a good public bathroom, so I'm going to go for some fast food now. That's now high on the priority list. I managed to get a new rucksack here in Reykjavik, if you see it here on my back. I still have the other one on the back of the bike, but like for all the sensitive tech gear that I don't want to have staying on the bike, this is really good. Like I really honestly hope that the weather will stay like this for the day. I really doubt it, because everyone knows that the weather changes quick here in Iceland, but it's different than you imagine. Like you think, oh yeah, 2 hours of sunshine and 2 hours of rain. No, it's a really short minute of sunshine, then really bad rain mixed with hail, and that all at 90 to 100 kilometers an hour winds. The last few days, just even leaving the place where I was staying, going for a walk to a bar or something, was hideous. So I hope that it's now better for the day. That would make life for me much easier. So let's find a parking spot here. Honestly looking forward to some food that's not cooked by myself.
Well, life has nearly killed me and my mind has put me on the edge. Life has nearly killed me and my mind has put me on the edge. Though I can barely crawl, I've got to walk where these angels' feet are tread. Darkness nearly drowned me, sunlight alone, don't it burn my eyes. Darkness nearly drowned me, and the sunlight, Lord, don't it burn my eyes. This valley is much too deep, and this mountain so very high. Well, my cup is nearly empty, I got such a long, long way to go.
So we are really close to reaching the Sandkloofaten, which is a really beautiful nature point and also a little lake, and you can already see the landscape here is gorgeous with this little valley that we're going through and with this mountain over there. Oh, I can see over there, that will be quite the steep hill. I'm really curious if we can make it up this little hill climb. And it seems to just end over there. I'm not going up the rest of it because this looks too much. Okay. Almost got it. That hill would have just been too steep. The thing is, like you just saw with me not being able to do that hill climb, some things that I've seen here as roads are really far away from roads, because I mean the steepness doesn't really is visible on the GoPro that much, but that thing was super steep, and with the rocks there would be a chance without the suitcases and without the everything, but that was just too much. And I also think that if you would have a proper adventure bike like a Tenere or something, you would need to be a really skilled rider to just send that thing up there. But just how beautiful also with this moss on the mountains. Also with rock streets I want to be careful, because if you hit your engine, oh, just look at this with all the snow coming down. Ah, yeah, and the Sanklofaten. Beautiful. So we're now going to continue our way to the Westfjords through those mountain ranges here. It's incredibly beautiful. One thing that I'm kind of upset about with Google Maps is I downloaded Iceland as a offline map before going here, which is of course a great feature, and now I don't have service and Google Maps asks me to update my online maps so I can use them. And this is not the first time that this happened. The last time that this happened was in the Sahara Desert in really miserable circumstances. So yeah, it would be really cool if you could then still use your probably 99% correct wind. It would be really cool if you then could still use your 99% correct old map. Oi, oi, oi. The wind is strong here. This is the road that will lead us to the Westfjords. And our first little challenge, a dry riverbed. So we now made it across to the other side of this riverbed, and there's still humans over there working, which is nice because there's just nothing here and not even cell phone service. And this is the only way to go to the Westfjords. And it's one of the few F-roads that is open. And you can already see it's getting rough. I hope that my camera on the back survives all the bumps. The wind is strong here. So for anyone wondering, we're going the F550 through the Highlands. Okay, so this is more one of the roads that's more on the side of the Highlands, but you can instantly feel that this is wild. And this is where the tires really are worth their money. Oh no, the camera says goodbye at the back. This last bit, and then I need to save the camera. Oh, there's some rocks here that is nice to put the bike on. Shit, we need to turn off the bike, because otherwise, hopefully it turns on after, because otherwise it rolls backward. Okay, so let's go. No, no, shit. Exactly the thing I was scared of. How are we going to fix this now? Okay, let's first take this thing off. Of course, now this thing is bent. The shittiest part, of course, is this now doesn't make it easier for the bike to turn on, and that's the big struggle, and part of the stand broke off. But we can do this. So as you can see, the bike is standing again. Sadly, this camera equipment part is broken so badly that I cannot pack it up anymore, so it will have to stay the rest on the outside. Okay, now the moment of truth. If this bike turns on again. Oh, you know, the thing that I didn't need is all the fluids once going to one side and making everything a bit complicated. Like my friend who helped me out of the shit in the mud. Teach me some faith. So please, but make this thing turn on. Yeah. There was some white smoke for a moment coming out of the exhaust, but I think that was water. So let's bend this thing back and let's go. Yeah, that actually brings me into the topic of one of the big drawbacks of the tires. The big problem with those tires is they give the motorcycle a higher ride height, which leads to the bike constantly not being able to stand properly, and it's almost really close to tipping over. I always put it with the side that's about to tip over into the wind, and it was actually kind of an advantage a few times because otherwise the bike would have absolutely blown over. So yeah, F-road in Iceland. I really badly wanted to go over the F26 and the F35. Those ones are still blocked, so we just take what we can, and I'm really happy with this. You know, you gotta take what you get. I feel like something with the steering is wrong. The bike has really much resistance turning to the right side. I hope that nothing bent up in there, because the forks have been in bad shape before I started this trip, and I didn't want to change them or anything, because what's the sense in changing the forks right before you go to Iceland and just ruin them basically. So yeah. Ooh, how gorgeous and beautiful. This is how you want Iceland to be. Nice. I gotta be honest, I'm really happy with how the motorcycle performs. This does really well. Ooh, you can see this will be tough for the suspension. Okay. I'm so happy that the weather is kind of better today. It's still really windy, but at least it's dry for now. Oh, just look at all the mountain passes over there. How gorgeous. Yeah, but I can definitely see the points where normal cars struggle. Because like there's some points where without a 4x4 or something, it could get really desperate really quickly. Just in case you want to know how to prevent your bike from tipping over when you're stopping it, put something with a big surface underneath it. Oh no! My camera! No. It seems like everything is still running fine. Okay, good. So now we have some slight ice hail, but that will be alright. Oh, this with this pipe is a bit sporty. Let's see if we can do it. Come on. I mean, that was alright. Oh, look at this gorgeous river right here. Nope. Fuck, I've just got my feet wet. I wanted to avoid that at all costs, because from the last time they were wet from all the rain and so on, my shoes deformed and injured my feet, and I have big trouble walking and especially trouble running. And push starting a bike with a full-on sprint while your heels are bleeding is not fun. So yeah, I hope it will be alright. I hope I get them dried tonight somehow. Because like I currently get some hope that I will not be completely wet to my underwear like all the other days. Because I have like this rain gear I have is actually really good. I mean, it was really cheap, but it works really well in the sense of it tries the best to keep you dry, but the water runs down from the thing of your helmet and travels up there through the wind, and it only does that by when it's extremely windy and the rain is extremely constant. So it's kind of an Iceland only problem, I think. Oh shit, I think I'm in the process of losing my sleeping bag. I plan on camping tonight and this whole sleeping bag is wet and I cannot get it dry. So that will be fucking miserable. Just look at all the beautiful landscape we just drove through. So, let's go.
Slow down. There's nothing to get you. Can always turn it around. Oh, I shouldn't have met you. I only let you down. All night in your bedroom, my thoughts were thinking loud.
Ooh, we have made it.
I shouldn't have met you. I shouldn't have let you. To get you, can always turn it around. Oh, I shouldn't have met you.
So, we're facing some wind again. I now typed in the next gas station into the navigation so that I can warm up my hands a little bit, because I don't feel my gas hand anymore, because I just repaired some of how the sleeping bag is on the back of the bike, because the wind just blew that off. It's just so cold. Like, this weird rain combined with the really strong wind is worse than driving in minus degrees in the snow all through Germany to Italy, basically. Let's get some gas and warm ourselves up at that gas station. If we're really lucky, it also has a supermarket. That would be really cool. We're sadly a bit bad in time, because earlier when I got off the F-road I made a wrong turn and I didn't have service, and when I had service again my mobile data was not enough, so my phone kind of got sent into this limp mode where it had way less internet. That is a thing that happens. I tried to stop that from happening after the last trip and talked to my mobile provider for them to change it, but apparently they didn't, and I needed to call my mobile provider in between. It was really annoying, but I managed, and now we have internet again. And yeah, let's go to the gas station and warm up for a bit. Oh, look at all this beautiful volcano rock right here with the moss on it. How amazing. I love it. It's so good. Oh shit. Nothing to heat up on here. we have to push start this stupid machine again. Well, no ill words. Please just fire up when I try this now again. Second try. Let's go. Fuck this. Let's push the thing over the road and push it down that decline. My problem is a bit, my heels are bloody on both sides, and that makes running a bit tough, especially when you push something at the same time. This looks like a good spot. Ooh. Don't turn off, don't turn off, don't turn off, don't turn off. We did it. The doubled thing with not just having the bike only being able to push start from a cold start on, but also the broken kickstand is of course annoying, because then when you have the thing running, you cannot really put it onto the stand to get on it. But I mean, we did it. I've just gotten some nice shopping, bought myself some noodles, and now we will make the last few kilometers so that tomorrow the Westfjords are in reach. And actually we're currently blessed with some really good weather. The sun is shining, it's still super windy, and it will be a cold night. I hope that the temperatures will not drop below zero as soon as the sun is gone, because we now have like 6 degrees ish. So yeah, let's hope for the best. It has just been really, really badly windy on that mountain gravel road, and it still is. And we are 5 minutes away from the camping ground. I hope so, at least, because the last camping ground wasn't even a camping ground, so we had to continue driving, otherwise we would have already been there about 35 minutes ago. The wind is still extremely intense. I'm really worried if building up the tent will be fine. Like, I really hope that the camping ground has some kind of building, or that there is a camper van or something that gives some level of protection for me to build up the tent. If there's nothing like that, we drove past the hotel. Like, if it just doesn't work building up the tent, which could be the case, then we just have to turn around and go to the hotel. Actually, I also wanted to build up the camera so that you guys can also see me, but it was just too windy to change the mount for the camera, because earlier when setting up the camera for an outside perspective, I already had to basically hold the bike from falling over in the wind while installing the camera. So walking around the bike while the bike is standing was earlier not an option. By the way, if you like what I'm doing here on YouTube, I have the link to my Patreon and to my other socials down in the description. I'm always thankful for support. Oh yes, there's a camping ground and there's wind protection too. How cool! Well, mediocre wind protection, but it will do. Honestly, I'm scared of going into my sleeping bag, because my sleeping bag seemed so wet earlier from the rain. I hope it's not wet. That would be bad. I think over there in the corner we do the best with wind protection over there. So let's build up the tent here. Okay. Oh no, let's get busy with building up the tent. Then again, my favorite stupid pastime activity, lifting motorcycles. Now of course almost my blinker broke off. Fuck. Let's twist that thing up again. It's too cold to do this without gloves, to be honest. Let's go. It's just so cold and unnice that I will just keep on all my motorcycle gear and my gloves and everything, because the wind makes them cold in the span of like 30 seconds and then they're done. No, not up. That would be really dumb. This thing is already in the wind shadow now. Already. And the thing just turns and twists and does not want to do what it should do. Fuck. Just imagine how bad it would be in like the actual wind. Okay, come on. Komm irgendwie ein bisschen entgegen. Okay, again. Come on. Stuck in there. Oh no. Fuck. Let's hold on to the fucking thing, because if I don't hold on to it, that thing will be gone. Okay. Let's go. Let's put it into this corner. Right here. Okay. Into the ground. Grab a fucking rock and throw that into that. Okay, come on. You're not flying away anymore. Okay, come on, we got this. So I'm now in my tent and I put all my stuff in the tent to keep the tent from lifting off the ground, and being alone kind of sucks, to be honest, now that it gets dark and going to bed. In general it's really cold and my sleeping bag is wet, but I'm trying to make the best of it. See you in the next episode.